What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, the cards in Lightning Overdrive just keep on coming. So not only do we have even more cards in Lightning Overdrive, but we also have the full set list for OTS 15 and also Legendary Duelist Season 2. So I'm not going to waste any time, I'm going to just hop right into it. So let's start off with the OTS 15 set. Obviously, you guys know, we always... Oh, actually, never mind. Never mind then. This actually is just I guess a prelude as to what we can expect in the set. Obviously, you guys know OTS tournament packs are always for local card shops, wherever you are, and this one is going to be interesting because for the ultimate rares, the two ultimate rares that we have got, we have Arm Dragon level 10 and Crystron halqifibrax, which is insane. Then of course for the super rare upgrades, we have Shadal Dragon, Zodiac Borbo, Dogmatica Punishment, and also a World Legacy token. So we get 13 commons, 10 supers, 3 ultimates. Don't really know what else we can expect as far as the ultimate rares go. We may get another Link monster, but that's pretty much, so not much to think about. But question of the day, what are your guys' thoughts on Crystron halqifibrax as a ultimate rare? Comment below. That's the question of the day. Alright, you guys, now for the full set list. I believe this is the full set list this time for Legendary Duelist Season 2. Yes, so going in numerical order, these reprints are absolutely insane. So we have Blue Eyes White Dragon, Kaiba Man, Decoy Dragon, White Stone Legend, Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon, Maiden with Eyes of Blue, which actually is a really excellent reprint. It is an excellent card to pick up. I think it's more better as a one-of, truth be told. We have Priestess with Eyes of Blue, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Dragon Spirit of White, Protector with Eyes of Blue, Sage with Eyes of Blue, Master with Eyes of Blue, White Stone of Ancients, Blue Eyes Solid Dragon. I believe that is the new one, I think. Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Twin Burst Dragon, Spirit Dragon, Burst Stream of Destruction, Dragon Shrine, Mausoleum of White, Beacon of White, Chaos Form, Neutron Blast, Majesty with Eyes of Blue, Bingo Machine Go. That was like the big card that everybody wanted in White Dragon Abyss. So that as a reprint, woo, desperately needed. Rage with Eyes of Blue, the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. Those are all the Blue Eyes cards. Now for the Cyber cards, we have Cyber Pharaohs, Cyber Dragon Noster, Cyber Eternity Dragon, Cyber Dragon Seeger, and Cyber Low Fusion. Super Strident Blaze and Cybernetic Revolution. Blackwing Gust the Backblast, Pinocchio the Waxy Moon, Simone the Poison Wind, Oster the South Wind, Blackwing Tamer Obsidian Hawk Joe, the Thunder Starlight, and Full Armor Master. Glowing Crossbow, Blackbird Close, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, Galaxy Wizard, Galaxy Knight, Photon Vanisher, Photon Orbital, Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon, which I am looking forward to that. I believe in my deck I need 2 copies actually. Number 62, Prime Photon Dragon, Starleash Photon Blast Dragon, Galaxy Zero Photon Hand, Photon Change, Abyss Actor Extras, Wild Hope, Mellow Madonna, Comic Relief, Abyss Script Romantic Terror, Abyss Playhouse Fantastic Theater, Abyss Actors Curtain Call, Harpy Lady Sisters, Harpy's Pet Dragon, Cyber Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3, Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon, Harpy Queen, Harpy Channeler, Harpy Dancer, Harpy Harpist, Harpy Perfumer, Harpy Oracle, and Conductor, Cyber Shield, Elegant Egotist, Harpy's Hunting Ground, Triangle Ecstasy Spark. I believe that was a super rare in Rise of Destiny, I think. Hysteric Sign, Harpy Lady Fiend's Formation, Alluring Mirror Split, Harpy's Feather Rest, Hysteric Party, Harpy's Feather Storm, Harpy Lady Elegance, Cyber Egg Angel, Cyber Angel Izuna, Merciful Machine Angel, Incarnated Machine Angel, Magnificent Machine Angel, Rose Tentacles, Twilight Rose Knight, Witch of the Black Rose, Revival Rose, Bird of Roses, Rose Witch, Queen Angel of Roses, Rose Lover, Fallen Angel of Roses, Blue Rose Dragon, Rose Archer, Rose Paladin, Dark Rose Fairy, Red Rose Dragon, White Rose Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Splendid Rose, Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, Garden Rose Maiden, Cross Rose Dragon, Mark of the Rose, Black Garden, Thorn of Malice, Rose Bell of Revelation, Frozen Rose, Blooming of the Darkest Rose, Super Express Bullet Train, Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede, number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora, Super Dreadnought Cannon, Rail Cannon, Juggernaut Libe, Urgent Schedule, Barrage Blast, Lunar Light Emerald Bird, Lunar Light Yellow Martin, Saber Dancer, Fusion, and Serenade Dance. So that is the full set list for Legendary Duelist Season 2. That is a long list, but pretty much just... But again, they're cards from both White Dragon Abyss and Sisters of the Rose. Honestly, I'm more so looking into the Blackwing, into the Blackwing, Galaxy Eyes, and Blue Eyes reprints, just because especially with Full Armor Master, that was like a what was it, like a $30 card when it was released. After that, the price just kept going up and down and up and down because a lot of people kept using it and then not using it. And now with Season 2 coming out, which will be coming out in less than a week actually, this is going to be a very interesting set to open up. And yes, I do plan on getting a few mini boxes. I might get more in the future, but we shall see. But that's the full set list. So yeah. That being said, now we look into the new cards in Lightning Overdrive. Once again, here's the first one, Scrap Raptor, part of the Scrap archetype. So this one is a 4-star Earth Dinosaur Tuner, 4-star Tuner, if you can believe that. 1400 attack, 1000 defense. Both of its effects are once per turn. You can target a monster you control, destroy that monster. Also, you can normal summon a Scrap monster during your main phase this turn, in addition to your normal summon or set. So it's basically a trap hole and a double summon, so to speak, with that effect. And then the second effect says, if this card is sent to the grave because it was destroyed by a Scrap card's effect, you can add a Scrap Factory or a non-tuner Scrap monster from your deck to your hand. So it's basically a Searcher. It's a Searcher, double summon, and a trap hole all rolled into one card. I ain't saying anything else, so... It could be interesting to use, but not so sure if it'll be viable with today's meta. So now we have a Pendulum monster. Obviously, Triff Gaming will love this. We have Uncamouflite, 5-star Light Spellcaster, Pendulum, 1800 attack, 0 defense, and its scales. Both of its scales are 4. It has a pendulum scale of 4. Pendulum effect, you can only use the cards. So the pendulum effect is a once per turn. If there are no cards in your extra deck, or if the only cards in it are Camouflite, you can destroy this card, then draw 1 card. Not even that good. I'm just gonna say that effect sucks. Its monster effect though says cannot be normal summoned or said must be special summoned from your face up extra deck. While there are no cards except Camouflite in your extra deck. Yeah, you can only special summon Camouflite once per turn this way. If this face-up card leaves the monster zone, banish it. Honestly, this card sucks. I'm just saying it now. You literally need to empty... Literally, you need to empty your extra deck in order to use these effects. That just sucks. I'm saying it now. You guys can at me. Why... There we go. Something went wrong with my... Oh, do not... Oh, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, I have to go all the way back. Wait, can I... Wait, hang on. Oh, here we go. Finally. Something went terribly wrong. Okay, finally. Okay, so there might be more cards. Okay, so, yeah, so I'm just gonna say that card sucks. That card sucks. I don't recommend using it. It's not even... No. No. We actually have a brand new Ignister, some new Ignister cards, I guess. I don't know how many cards there are. So the first one is called When I First Met You. Some people call it, will always say AI, but it's pronounced I. When I First Met You. It's a normal spell. It's a once per turn. Reveal one Cyberse monster with 2300 attack in your hand or extra, and if you do, add one Ignister monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn after this card resolves except Cyberse monsters. During the end phase, if you did not special summon the revealed monster or a monster with the same name this turn, you take 2300 damage. So it's basically a card where you have to summon it, where you have to special summon that monster. Otherwise, you're taking damage. It's basically like flipping a coin. It's either you get it right or you get it wrong, basically. Now we have one of the new Link monsters called Dark Infant Ignister. It's a Link 1 Dark Cyberse, 500 attack, and it has the Link arrow of left. It requires one non-Link Ignister monster. You can only use each of these cards. Also both of its effects are once per turn. If this card is linked summon, you can add one Ignister island from your deck to your hand. So it's basically a terraforming. So that's actually really cool. That's a pretty cool effect. When a Cyberse monster with 2300 original attack activates its effect as a quick effect, you can move this card to your main monster zone it points to. Then you can change this card's attribute to any attribute until the end of the turn. So if you're going for like say, like a play where you need to have a light monster or something like that from your to summon from the extra deck, you can change this card. It's basically a homunculus, the alchemic being, where you can change the attribute, which is really good. The only downside to it though is that it has to be within a Cyberse deck. So it could be Ignisters themselves. It could be Salmon Great. It could be pretty much anything. Yeah, it's not too bad. Next up we have You and I, which is a continuous spell. If a Cyberse monster with 2300 original attack is special summoned, you can activate one of these effects based on the attributes among the summoned monsters. You can only activate each of the following once per turn per attribute. So Earth or Water, half the attack of a face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. So with that effect, it's basically a mirror wall, so to speak. So not too shabby. Wind or Light, negate the effects of a face-up card on the field until the end of the turn. So with that card, infinite permanence, nothing too crazy there. Fire or Dark, special summon an Ignister token. Special summon one Ignister token. Okay, so again, more token fodder basically. So not too shabby. Danmari Ignister, 6-star Dark Cyberse, 2300 attack, 0 defense. First, both of its effects are once per turn. When an attack is declared involving your Ignister monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the attack. So it's basically a Cyber Dragon with a combination of a negate attack, which is a counter trap, which people don't know about that. If you control a Link 6 monster, as a quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or grave. Target a face-up card your opponent controls, negates effects until the end of the turn. Again, another form of imperm, but you have to have the cost of having a Link 6 monster on your field. And then lastly, we have Mono, which is the continuous trap. Its third effect is a once per turn. Monsters your opponent controls loses 100 attack for each card you control. Oh, so it's basically a reverse. it's basically a reverse like Slifer, so to speak, where instead of gaining attack points, your opponent loses your opponent's monster would lose the attack. That's pretty insane. If your Ignister monster battles your opponent. Okay. If your Ignister monster battles your opponent, cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So it basically locks your opponent out of like playing hand traps or whatnot. So when you do attack with one of your Ignister monsters, you can activate a quick play spell that lets you draw cards or something like that, and your opponent won't be able to ash you, which that's a really good effect. And then the once per turn says, when your Ignister monster is destroyed by battle, you can target a Cypress monster with 2300 attack in your grave, except the destroyed monster and special summon it. So it's basically a Monster Reborn, so to speak, for Cybers. Not too shabby. Honestly, the Ignister archetype is not even that good. I know that there have been some people who have made the Ignister deck really meta. Like tier 2 at best, but it's basically a rogue deck in my opinion. Now we have a brand new Live Twin card, some new Live Twin support. We have Live Twin Kill Frost. It's a light aqua, 2-star, 500 attack, 0 defense. First effect is a once per turn. Both of its effects is a once per turn. If you control a Lila monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, so basically another Cyber Dragon. If your opponent adds a card or cards from the deck to the hand by a card effect, and you control a Evil Twin monster, you can banish the card from your grave and draw one card. It's basically another form of Max C, but honestly, nothing can do it better than Max C, the original. So, so if you guys remember the set Light of Destruction from 2008, you remember Honest? Well, Lightning Overdrive has its counterpart called Dark Honest. And, basically, it's going to be the holographic rare. Or, I guess, the ghost rare, so to speak, for Lightning Overdrive in the OCG. Basically, it's a 4-star fairy, but instead of a light, it's a dark. The same attack and defense stats. 1100 attack, 1900 defense. Once per turn, you can return this face-up card from the field to the hand. So it's basically like a spirit monster where it comes back to the hand. During the damage step, when your dark monster battles an opponent's monster as a quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the grave. That opponent's monster loses attack equal to its own attack until the end of the turn. So basically, it loses attack. Hang on. There was something on the floor. Anyway, basically, your opponent's monster will lose attack points, will lose attack equal to Dark Honest attack, which is 1100, which would give you a distinct advantage. I think it would work so well. I think it would work with possibly I would probably say maybe I would say Phantom Knights, Warriors, Dark Warrior, like Heroes and whatnot. So not a bad card. We finally, speaking of Black Rose, we actually have new Black Rose support actually. This one is Basil Rose Shoot. Again, Lightning Overdrive coming in clutch. It's a quick play spell. Both of its effects are once per turn. Special summon one Rose Dragon monster from your hand or grave in defense position. So it's basically Cyber Ref system where you can special summon a monster from your hand or grave, basically. Which, again, it's Monster Reborn. If this set card is destroyed, you can target one of your Black Rose Dragon or one of your monsters that specifically lists that card in its text that is banished or in your grave. Special summon it. It's another form of summoning for Black Rose Dragon. Now we have the brand new Rose Dragon Synchro called Blood Rose Dragon. I don't know if they're gonna go with that in the TCG, but we shall see. It's a 10-star Fire Dragon Synchro. 3200 attack, 2400 defense, a tuner, non-tuner monster, so pretty generic. If this card is synchro summon, you can banish all cards from the graveyard, from both graveyards that have this card with synchro summon using Black Rose Dragon or a plant synchro monster's material. You can destroy all other cards on the field. Damn, that's broken. That is pretty fucking broken. When your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy a card or cards as a quick effect, you can tribute this card, negate the activation, and special. Then you can special summon Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck or graveyard. And funny enough, as a note, there's a little thing here that says, note this card takes its name from Akiza's dual runner known as Bloody Kiss. That's actually pretty fire. That's pretty fire. Now we have Rox Rose Dragon, which is a 3-star Dark Dragon tuner, 1600 attack, 1200 defense. Both of its effects are once per turn, as always. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand, except this card. So it's basically Rhoda, which that's broken on its own. If this card is in your grave and a face-up Rose Dragon monster or plant synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. So basically, it's Sinister Serpent, which is pretty insane. Witch of the Blood Rose. 1-star Light Plant Tuner. 800 attack, 1700 defense. Both of its effects are once per turn. You contribute this card. Add a Witch of the Black Rose from your deck to your hand. And if you do, place one level 3 or lower plant monster from your deck to the top of your deck. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one Witch of the Black Rose from your hand. So you're basically controlling what you're able to draw from your from your deck during your draw phase, which is really good. You can banish this card from your grave, return one of your Black Rose Dragon or Blood Rose Dragon that is banished or in your grave to the extra deck. So you're basically recycling. It's basically another form of recycling, which is really, really good. Now we have Garden Rose Flora, which is a 5-star plant light synchro tuner. 800 attack, 1600 defense. First effect is a once per turn. You can target one field spell on the field. You cannot special summon monster from the extra for the rest of the turn except synchro monsters. Also destroy that target, which is basically the field spell. Then special summon one Rose token to its controller's field and attack position. So it's basically another form of Black Goddess, so to speak. During your opponent's main phase, you can, as a quick effect, immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using this card you control. Basically, another I guess formula synchron, so to speak. So that's pretty broken. There are some other cards that I do want to bring up, but I think I'm gonna wait until next time. Or actually, wait, hang on, how much? Oh, okay. You know what? There's actually just a couple cards left. Yeah, so there's only just a couple cards left, so I'll talk about them now. So next up, we have a trap card here called 1 by 1, which is a normal trap card, and it says send one monster from your hand or field to the grave, then target one of your level 1 monsters that is banished or in your graveyard, except the same monster, add it to your hand. So it's basically a 1-for-1, but in trap form. But instead of sending a monster from your hand, you can as a alternate, you can send a monster from your field to the graveyard. But instead of adding a card from the deck, you're adding a card from the graveyard to the hand, which is really good. I don't know if it's going to be broken in today's meta, but we shall see. Next up, we actually have a new Drytron Xyz monster called Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir. Rank 1 Light Machine Xyz, 2000 attack, 0 defense, and requires 2 or more level 1 monsters. You can only use this card's names first and third effects once per turn each. If this card doesn't exceed something, you can send a Drytron card from your deck to the grave. Foolish Burial. It's basically a Foolish Burial, so you're able to go full combo. Some people will probably think that you can send Cyber Angel Benton to the graveyard. You cannot. With this effect, you cannot do that. I'm saying that now. You cannot do that. If you would, second effect, if you would tribute a monster or monsters for a ritual summon, you can detach the appropriate Xyz materials from this card instead. You're protecting, this card basically protects Cyber Angel Benton. That's how broken this card is. It protects Cyber Angel Benton from being sent to the graveyard, but even if that were the case, you still want to send Benton to the graveyard so you can recycle it and then continue to use it to ritual summon, resummon it back. Am I the only one realizing the fact that Benton needs to get banned, people? Third effect says, when an opponent's spell or trap card is activated while you control a machine ritual monster as a quick effect, you can detach a material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. That's pretty broken on its own, but guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more news videos for Yu-Gi-Oh! And for WWE, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down in the description. If you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, the links, my address is in the description. Before we go, we actually do have something else here. The Cyber Style, the Cyber Dark Structure deck is finally being released. It'll be released May 15th in the OCG. I'll be talking more about that in the upcoming weeks when we get the new support for them. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And on that, this is your boy Nash signing out.